The best open model on Earth right now is called GLM 5.2. It's MIT licensed. Completely free. The #1 open weights model on the biggest intelligence index there is, and trading blows with DeepSeek and Kimi on the coding boards. And unless you own a ¼ TB of memory, you will never run it. Today, the two Chinese giants, GLM and Kimi, that took the open weights crown in 2026, and the uncomfortable truth underneath, there are now two leaderboards in local AI. The one measuring how good models are, and the one measuring what you can actually run. The gap between them is the story of the year. Buckle up. First, GLM's resume, and it's real. GLM 5, February 2026, 744 billion parameters, MIT license, trained on 28.5 trillion tokens. GLM 5.2 in June, #1 open model on the Agent Arena leaderboard, the highest open weights intelligence score ever recorded, within about 1% of Claude on a major software engineering benchmark, and one security firm reported it beating Claude on their cyber tests. This is not benchmark cosplay. The open weights frontier now speaks Mandarin, and it is genuinely frontier. Now GLM's hardware bill. The smallest quant anyone has made 1-bit is 217 gigabytes. The recommended 2-bit, 239, scoring about 82% on Unsloth's own token accuracy test. That fits no card. Not a 5090, not dual 3090s, not a 128 gig Mac. The entry ticket is a 256 gig Mac Studio doing 3 to 9 tokens per second, a whisper from a mountain. But GLM left a real gift. GLM 4.7 flash, 30B total, 3B active, MIT, about 18 gigs at Q4, 60 to 100 tokens per second on a used 3090. The crumb is actually a meal. Challenger 2, Kimi from Moonshot AI, and their entire family line is a flex. K2, K2.5, K2.6, and the coding-focused K2.7 code. Every single one, 1 trillion parameters, 32 billion active, open weights, modified MIT, the coding claims are serious, 80% on the big software benchmark. And the rumor mill says K3 will be 2.5 trillion. Kimi doesn't make small models for your amusement. Kimi makes whales and dares you to find an ocean. Kimi's hardware bill, then. The smallest quant that isn't broken, about 247 gigabytes. The recommended 2-bit, around 385. The famous quote it runs on a Mac claim? That's the $9,500, 512 gig Mac Studio, a configuration Apple quietly pulled this spring, doing 5 to 20 odd tokens per second, and one well-known tester lashed 4 Mac Studios together, 40 grand of aluminum, to reach 28. The vendor's quote over 40 tokens per second figure is a data center B200 number. For the record, there is one runnable Kimi. Kimi Linear, 48B with 3B active, 30 gigs at Q4, dual 3090 territory, 3-bit on a single 24 gig card. And now, the stat of the year. Take the top 10 open models by measured quality in July 2026. The only ones that squeeze onto a 24 gig consumer card are the 27 to 31B dense pair, Gemma 431B, and QN 3.627B, which actually outranks it. Add a dual 3090 rig at 48 gigs. You climb a little higher, but the true heavyweights, the 100 billion plus mixtures of experts like GLM and DeepSeek, still sit well out of reach. The other 8 live in server racks and half-terabyte Macs. The quality leaderboard and the runnable leaderboard have almost completely split, and the runnable one is topped by the 27 to 31B class, QN, Gemma, and Friends. The frontier is open. The frontier is also, for most of us, a museum with free admission and a locked door. So what's the honest verdict? For your hardware, run GLM 4.7 Flash, Kimi Linear, or the QN 27B class. That's where open weights and your VRAM actually meet. And for the giants, renting them is cheap but not quite pennies. The cheapest whales serve for under 30 cents a million tokens, while Kimi's output runs a few dollars. Their existence still drags every API price down, and their weights being public means distills, forks, and pressure, even if you never load a single shard. Quote open to rent is not the same as open to run, but it still beats closed, just barely. And it still isn't what the thumbnails promised you. 2 leaderboards, 1 wallet. When a lab says open, the question this channel will keep asking is, open for whom? The answer in 2026, open for data centers, open for landlords with half terabyte max, and open in spirit and in distills for the rest of us. That's GLM and Kimi, magnificent, free, and further from your graphics card than the moon. This has been Off the Cloud, where we tell you what actually runs, at what speed, on hardware with a name. Stay local, stay skeptical.